Hello guys, it's Letty. I want to wish you Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. I have a kind of cool video for you today. Since in light of Valentine's Day coming up, I have 5 of my favorite romantic comedies that I always watch every year. It just puts you in such a good mood. Whether you're single or not, it's not even a problem, because the #1 person you should love is yourself. Make sure you're in love with yourself before you go try to love anybody else, and that goes for anybody. So I will show you, well, not show you, but I wish I will share with you my top 5 romantic comedy movies. Now, I'm going to tell you why each of these are special to me. I'm going to explain that, but it's not about a movie being an Oscar winning. A lot of movies that I like are not the Oscar winners. A lot of them are just movies that I feel just puts a special, that they have a special place in my heart. It might be the acting, the chemistry. Chemistry is very, very, very important when it comes to a romantic comedy, because if the 2 lead actors don't have chemistry, it is not going to come off. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So let me share with you my top 5. They are not in order, so I just wanted to say that. So when I say I go from 1 to 5, so I can't pick a #1. So I just said I wasn't going to. So I would just share with you. #1, While You Were Sleeping. I'm going to put it somewhere here. While You Were Sleeping stars Sandra Bullock, Bill Pullman, some actors. Let me see who else was in there. Sorry, it is such a. It was what I think it was her second movie that she did after Speed. I'm trying to think of the year. I want to say 1997. I will put the information here because I'm just not 100% sure. I think it was 1997. So it stars a lady who is very lonely. And, we've seen Sandra Bullock play a lonely character in a couple of other movies. This movie is such a sweet movie. It was filmed in Chicago. It's always special when a movie that you watch and it has your city is featured. They have a few shots and I recognize exactly where it is and things like that. So she's lost her dad. She doesn't have any siblings, and she's basically a lonely person. And they have her working holidays and then they rub it in and say that you don't have a family, so what's the big deal? So she, by accident, this guy falls on the train tracks and she saves him, and it was through a few mix-ups, and the family assumed that they were engaged. So she just kind of kept with the facade. I think she kind of liked the idea of people thinking that she was with someone. And then meanwhile, she's falling for his brother, So it's just a whole thing ensues, and a lot of misunderstandings and things like that. But it is so sweet. The chemistry between Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman, 100% on the nose. I love the 2 of them together. Their scenes are so beautiful. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when he walks her. He doesn't walk. Does he walk her home? Yes. And honestly, people do park close to you. The reason why they ended up walking, because his truck got jammed in. 2 people parked too close to him, and he decided to walk her home. So he couldn't drive her home, and that happens in Chicago a lot. Okay, I get jammed in all the time. So anyway, little FYI. So he walks her home. The scene that he's outside and he's flirting, and I mean, she's so sweet. And he's talking about when a person says this and what they mean, and it's such a sweet scene. It's just gonna melt your heart. Like, I love it. If you don't feel something, I don't know. It's deep. to me. Okay, the second one, Princess Bride. Princess Bride. Oh, it stars. Oh, just looking at my picture of my coworker. She just got roses. Princess Bride. Oh my gosh. Robin Wright plays the princess. And she is a farm girl, shy, and she secretly likes the farmhand. Wesley is his name in the movie. His name escapes me. I'm gonna put the cast names up here because guys, I don't know. I have a brain fart. Okay, but anyway, Princess Bride is a movie that came out. I believe it's based on a book, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put that information up here too. Princess Bride stars Robin Wright as the princess. Well, she wasn't a princess initially. She just was a farm girl. And the king of the town recognized her and wanted her to be his queen, but for not true reasons. So because she assumed that the farmhand guy, who she truly was in love with, was dead, she decided to just go ahead and marry the king, even though she wasn't in love with him. He wasn't in love with her. It was a thing of opportunity. So it's an adventure, a love story, action. It's just, it has everything you could possibly want in a movie. Like everything's in, I mean, it is so action-packed. And I love the sword fighting. I love the games, mental games that are played between what we think is this pirate Roberts. So he's playing. So basically, he has a hidden identity and a hidden agenda. So we find out that later. So he's played with, I'll put his name here. He's an actor. He's been around, done a lot of movies. He's so funny. So they have this battle of the wits, and it is, with this drink. So he has to figure out where the poison is. I love that scene. That scene is so great. So great. That's one of my favorite scenes. But the chemistry, once again, Wesley and, I forget her name in the movie, Robin Wright's character, but they are so, they have an interesting relationship because they spend so much time kind of fighting it, and then eventually it comes, when she finds out he's alive, she's so excited, and she thinks he's dead, and it's so sad, and it's a beautiful movie. I think it came out in the late 80s. I'll put the year up here, but beautiful movie, and you'll love it. Number 3, How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Now, this probably is a surprising entry. I love Stella. I love this movie. They don't have chemistry. Taye Diggs, I think it's Taye Diggs. Taye Diggs and Angela Bassett are in this movie. They don't have, which is based on Terry McMillan's book. I think I read this book before I saw the movie. They don't have chemistry, honey. They have a wildfire. Like, it's so much sparks flying. This is like the hottest couple of my list. Like, they are smoking hot. You got two very attractive people, and one is older than the other, but she's beautiful. Okay, so Stella's feeling, a lot of us, like, we're just, we're overwhelmed with work and tired, and she decides to go on this vacation with a friend, and she meets this gorgeous island guy, and he happens to be a little younger than her, but he's just so adorable and irresistible and irresistible. She just couldn't help herself. So they ended up together, and it's just really sweet. It's your typical, it's nothing new about it. It's nothing unique about it. It's your typical story. You misunderstandings, and the family don't accept, this, that, and the other. But the chemistry between those two, it's just, it jumps off the screen. It is so, the chemistry is really good. So, like I said, chemistry can save maybe a mundane type of, movie. I don't think this movie is really, unique, but it's good. It's watchable. And because there's so much chemistry between Angela Bassett and Taye Diggs, I loved it. It was great. Number 4, 50 First Dates. Drew Barrymore is she's just the cutest thing ever. Drew Barrymore is in this, and can't even think of his name. I'll put his name here. I'm looking at him, but I just can't think of his name. So they've done several movies together. So this is about a girl that was in a car accident, and she has short-term memory loss, if I understand it correctly. So she remembers everything up until the accident. So anything after that, she can't remember. So she can't remember meeting him. So he basically has to make her fall in love with him every day. And it's so sweet. They have good chemistry, too. You can tell that they get along excellent. They seem to really get along. They seem to really like each other. This movie is so good. Drew Barrymore is great. Adam Sandler. Oh, my God. I can't think of his name. Couldn't think of his name earlier. Adam Sandler is great. I even like the dad and her brother, Drew Barrymore's dad and brother. They are funny. The little exchanges they have are funny. The people in the restaurant are funny. I really, they got the guy that's behind the counter that's serving the food, making the food and serving it. He has a bet going to see if he don't think that he can do it, make her fall in love with him every day. And he works every single day to get this girl to fall in love. That's a lot of work. So you really care about somebody. So it's convincing. It's one of those really sweet movies. Heart just gets to your heartstrings, So, and then finally, this is the big one. This is the one that we all have maybe shed a tear. It's so beautiful. It's so fairy tale, but we love it. And that's Pretty Woman. And I will be watching these movies between now and Monday, okay? So Pretty Woman, 1990, stars Richard Gere, Julia Roberts. Oh my gosh. I saw this movie. I was just, it touched me pretty deep. So basically, she starts out as a hooker. She falls in love with this rich guy, and initially he just hired her for a date. He was in town. He ain't got no woman, or his woman. He's on the rocks. He just want a little company. And then he started liking her. The most beautiful scene, and I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. When he brings her, when they go to the opera, guys, she's got this beautiful red dress on that is smoking hot. Julia Roberts, Lord Jesus. They say that's not her body. There was all this controversy about she had a body double. I didn't, what? It's like, whatever. I just assumed that's her body. It's fine, whatever. I don't care whose body it was. Anyway, whoever was wearing that dress was looking real good. That necklace, beautiful. I was in tears. Then they had the most beautiful song playing. Like, oh, I had to buy that. I think I bought the soundtrack. Soundtrack's nice too. That's another thing. Music can also evoke a lot of emotion. That scene when they're going she's in the elevator and people are looking at her, how beautiful she looks. And I was just like, why am I crying? Like, I am in tears. Yes, I can't watch a movie sometimes. I'd be too emotional. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Check it out. Check these movies out. And say you love whoever you in love with. Tell them you love them. Do something special for them Monday. Buy them some candy, a card. Let them know how you feel. And I wanted to also mention, too, that, well, not mention it, but you all enjoy the Super Bowl. I'm not a Super Bowl fan. It's not that I'm not a Super Bowl. I'm not a football person, but I'm gonna check it out because everyone is so hyped and excited about it. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm looking forward to this halftime show. Oh my God, I can't believe it. All my people are there. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye bye.